Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Today, I've got another new tutorial video for you, and we're going to talk about the ever popular topic of freelance writing niches, specifically the best ones right now, with tips, client ideas, as well as success stories of writers in these niches. So, as always, before we get started, just in case you're new here, why listen to me? I made $5K a month writing online, freelance writing, 4 months after losing my job, even though I was inexperienced. I went on to build an over $8K a month freelance writing business and then build a multiple six-figure business and travel full-time. And I've worked with so many amazing companies. I've been teaching all this stuff for a long time, so I know what I'm talking about. All right, right into it. Let's get into it. What are these top niches right now? The first one is long-form blog posts. So this is going to mean writing in-depth blog posts typically. You want to think like 1,500 to 3K words. And to succeed in this niche, something you've got to know is that you must also choose a niche industry and then market it the right way, right? So it's not enough to just be a freelance blog post writer. That is typically not something that is going to allow you to succeed marketing-wise. You want to define an industry. So like a freelance finance blog post writer, a freelance pet care blog post writer. Insert your sort of niche industry there. And that is what you are always going to market yourself as, whether it's on your website, LinkedIn, and your cold emails, etc. So if you have questions about that, comment below and ask away, because that could be a whole other video on how to market yourself. But here's a little example. This is obviously not a full-on blog post. I can't actually put that in this video, but you can see the URL right up here. It's writingrevolt.com/copywriting-for-beginners, and you can see an example of what a really effective long-form blog post is. So yeah, check that out if you want to take a look, and I'll throw the link below as well. But something that's really important to note with this one is that freelance blogging, aka long-form blog post writing as a freelance writing niche, that's the number one niche for beginners, because you don't need to come into it with these like crazy conversion copywriting skills and I've got this impressive, experience and resume. You don't need any of that to start with freelance blogging. You can still charge hundreds per post and get clients on a monthly retainer. And this is the niche I started out in when I scaled to 5K a month in just 4 months after losing my full-time job. This is what I was doing, right? I had a couple other random projects here and there, but I would say like 90 to 95%, probably leaning more toward 95, was blog post projects, because I just found it was so easy to break into. It's more in the realm of content writing than it is copywriting, meaning you don't have to have these like specialized like sales copywriting skills when you start out. However, and I can talk to this, I can speak to this shortly or answer any questions in the comments about it if you'd like. However, it is important for you to develop copywriting skills even as a freelance blog post writer, because that is what is going to set you apart. So here's an example. Of course, I'm an example myself, but my student Tara here, she's in my Killer Cold Emailing program, and she got paid $1,200 for one single blog post. That is the kind of results you can expect if you are niching down the right way and marketing yourself effectively. By the way, see the link up here in the top right corner, 1kfreelancewriting.com. You can go there to learn how to market yourself, make your first 1K and beyond. And another side note, I also have a free blog post copywriting class, which is called Double Your Rates. But even if you don't have rates right now and you're a beginner, it's still a great fit for you. And that is linked below in the pinned comment in the description box, so you can check that out to get your instant access. Now, let's move on to the second niche, another fave, super, super popular niche, which is B2B and software as a service copywriting. This means writing content, or really copy, for B2B or software as a service type of companies. So whereas blog posts, long-form blog posts, you're kind of niching down by the type of content. Here with B2B and software as a service copywriting, you're more so niching down by the niche industry, B2B and software companies. But as you can see in bold here, ideally you will do both, right? Just like I said with writing long form posts, you're going to have a specific type of content that you write for a specific type of clientele. So just in case you don't know what is a software as a service company, what is an example of that? Here are some examples that I just kind of thought of off the top of my head. These are the bottom 3, at least, are companies I personally use in my own business. And yeah, you can look these up and just see that they are software as a service companies, just to get an idea of the types of clients that you might be able to pitch and cold email if you specialize in this niche. So the great thing about this niche that really I haven't seen anyone talk about, I feel like it's like a best kept secret, but I really want to share it with you guys. These target clients can be so great because they often prioritize content marketing and copywriting to grow their business revenue. What that means is they have a good sized budget to pay you with. When you go to pitch them, it's not going to be this hard sell type of thing, right? They already value what you're offering. You don't have to convince them of the value of it and then convince them to hire you. All you've got to do is convince them to hire you, which you will do if you are marketing yourself effectively, pretty much, right? And again, if you want to learn how to do that, go right up here to 1kfreelancewriting.com. That is my most popular free marketing class. All right. So yeah, I'm saying it here again in the slide. I forgot I put this slide in here, but this is my best free class. You will learn exactly how to get clients, even if you have literally zero experience. So on to the next niche, which is mental health. So many of y'all have asked me about this niche. I think it is so great, and it is just growing and growing and growing continuously. This means writing content or copy for any kind of mental health company and practitioner. So you may write all kinds of different content for them: website copy, newsletter, blog posts, and beyond. Like they put out all different types of content, and it really just depends on who your specific clientele is. So here's a success story of my student. This is Sierra. She's in my Killer Cold Emailing program, and she landed a $1,400 mental health niche freelance writing client after sending just one cold email using my method. If you want to learn more about the paid course, you can go to killercoldemailing.com and check it out. But that is how effective it is when you don't just market yourself, but you actually market yourself the right way. And I think it's just like such a big mistake to try to market yourself, but not actually know if you're doing it the right way, because doing something and doing it right, two totally different things that produce two totally different sets of results. So if you want results like these, you can go check out that course. I always have it linked down below in the description box as well. So here's a tip that I want to give you, which is to think beyond individual therapists and practitioners if you're niching into mental health, okay? Think beyond that, because sometimes you don't always want to go after clients who are just like a one-person business, because that's typically not the type of business that is going to have a large content marketing / copywriting budget, right? It may just be that one person, and in that case, it kind of feels like they're having to like take it out of their own pocket and give it to you. Whereas if you target big, huge companies, like major companies that have dozens or hundreds of employees, they actually already have an allotted copywriting and content marketing budget. So they're not going down here in their pocket and taking money out of that and giving it to you. That's not the vibe with them. They're just like, okay, yeah, hire that freelancer. We're going to take it out of the copywriting budget. It's fine. This is a real thing. I know corporate copywriters. I've worked with corporate clients like that. That is really how it works. So think beyond individual therapists. I'm not saying those are going to be bad clients or whatever. I don't think that's always the case, but I just want you to think about that and how profitable that could be if you expand your ideas for your clienteles. All right, on to niche number 4, which is case studies. Case studies are super lucrative because they serve as powerful social proof, and they actually help companies drive sales. So anytime you're copywriting, think about what helps a company make money. If it helps them make money, they're going to be able to justify paying for it a lot more, right? So in case you don't know what case studies are, they're basically in-depth testimonials for typically B2B companies. And you can Google that if you're not sure what it means. It just means business to business companies, businesses that market to other businesses, as opposed to marketing directly to consumers. So when you take on these projects, often you're going to interview your client and your client's client to get the information you need to write the case study. Basically, you are helping them come up with this sort of long form case study testimonial, document. You're helping them show how they helped their client get a specific result. And then they will use that case study to help their business get more clients. It just serves as great social proof for them. So this is a very, very simplified version of the structure of case studies. This is not typically, actually, you would have a couple extra sections, not just problem, solution, results, but I just wanted to give you kind of the baseline vibe of what a case study is here, right? Your client helped their client solve a problem with this solution, and here were the results they got. So you can see how that's going to be structured like a long-ass testimonial, pretty much. And these are typically designed PDFs, but don't worry, you don't have to design them or anything like that. It is a value add, and you can charge more if you do. Hop up in Canva and get to moving shit around. Maybe it'll work out. But yeah, on to the next one. Cannabis and CBD. So I don't even really think I need to explain this one. We all know what this is. You're writing content or copy about cannabis and CBD. A lot of the times these sites have really in-depth blogs. Like I've seen a lot of these and they will go into the benefits of different strains or like, sort of instructional, kind of like answering people's questions about cannabis and CBD, how to consume it, what is the best options out there, all these different type of things. Basically just that really great in-depth informational content. So if you want to niche into blog posts, this could be a really great industry niche to sort of clarify your niche further. And something else to think about, if you don't just want to write about cannabis and CBD, you could niche into wellness with cannabis and CBD as a sub niche, or I would say even like alternative wellness. This would probably fall under that umbrella. So that would be a good idea as well. Here's a big tip too. Dispensaries and educational sites, like what I was talking about, those can potentially be great clients for you. But I want you to really think about this target clientele thing, because your target clientele completely dictates how much money you're going to make. So what I recommend here is try to find where cannabis and tech intersect. This is just a screenshot. I just literally typed in cannabis tech companies, and we have all these companies here that popped up. Now I didn't vet these companies here. I'm not saying these are great clients, but I'm just giving you the process I would use if I was like, okay, I'm going to niche into cannabis and CBD. That's what I would be researching, because you often will find that anything that intersects with tech is going to be a bigger company. They may have a greater value on their digital presence, and they may be able to pay you more, because like I said, with the whole mental health niche thing, if you go after companies that are bigger and they already have an allotted marketing budget, you just fit into that, right? You're not having to go, okay, now I got to convince this person to hire me and pay me this amount. They're just going to accept it. They're going to accept what you quote them because it just comes out of the marketing budget, right? So that is a big tip. And by the way, if you want to learn step by step, in depth, how to pick a profitable niche, how to find the right clientele in your niche, cold email your way to being a full-time freelance writer, you can go to killercoldemailing.com. That is my paid course. Or if you're not ready for that yet, that's okay. Go up here and type in 1kfreelancewriting.com and head over there. And you can take the free class first, and you will learn so much in that class. Now, here's the harsh truth about your freelance writing niches, okay? Very, very important to know this, because it's critical, and I don't want you to make this mistake. So picking a good niche alone will not make you successful. You can pick the most profitable niche out there. You still may not be successful. Here's why. You also have to market your niche the right way everywhere. Everywhere everyone sees you online. And the most important place is in your cold emails and pitches, because that's how you're getting clients as a beginner, right? That's like your number one client getting method as a beginner. So you must not just send cold emails after picking a niche. It's not going to work. You got to have that cold email laid out the right way. You got to be having points in there of trust building where you're mentioning your niche expertise in a specific way. So important. We're not just doing it. We're doing it the right way. So here's an example. if your niche is not featured on your writer website the right way, you actually shouldn't be pitching and cold emailing at all. I teach this in some of my other videos and in my free class at 1kfreelancewriting.com. There's like a step-by-step method to this shit, right? Like you can't just go pick a niche and then cold email. No, you need a profitable niche. You need to know who the profitable target clients are. You need to figure out exactly how to structure the cold email. And your cold emails have to showcase your niche a specific way too. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. You can pick the best niche in the world and you're just going to end up feeling stuck and not getting any clients. But the good news is you can easily learn how to get high-paying writing clients even if you are a beginner who has completely no experience. And I do really mean that. No experience, no college degree. You can do this. And I can help you if you sign up for my totally free freelance writing class at 1kfreelancewriting.com. In this class, you're going to learn the 3 steps to 1K freelance writing in 45 days. Even if you got 0 experience, this is truly so beginner friendly. If you're a beginner, you need to go over here now because this is the perfect fit for where you are at. And I will drop the link down below in the description box, above my head, and everywhere else so you cannot miss it. So if you want to start writing now and work with me, go ahead and head over there and check out the free class. You can also join my paid course to start getting paid to write ASAP. You're just not going to find a more detailed course than Killer Cold Emailing. You can go to killercoldemailing.com to check it out. I just realized I have on the exact same outfit and hat and everything as I do in this picture. So that's cool. It's kind of a trip. But anyway, yeah, you can also get the free 101 Niches guide here at the bit.ly link, that first highlighted link there at the top. And I think I'm going to make my face take up the screen now because it's really weird seeing me in the same outfit right next to each other. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I know the niche thing is like a huge decision. So if you're freaking out about it, if you're feeling uncertain or whatever, I hope this video helped you out a lot. I'm always here to help. If you have any questions, I would seriously love to hear from you. I do monitor the comments on these videos and I try to answer pretty much every single one of them. So yeah, leave a comment below if you have any questions or you need any more help. And I think that is it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.